Hey you! Imagine waking up to find your wallet empty. No cash, no credit cards, just a strange-looking digital coin blinking on your phone. What would you do? Panic? Call your bank in a frenzy? Or maybe, just maybe, embrace the future? Today we're diving headfirst into the wild world of cryptocurrency, specifically the granddaddy of them all, Bitcoin. Whether you've heard whispers of it in the news, have a friend who won't stop talking about it, or you're just here to see if it's all a big scam, this video is for you. We're going to break down what Bitcoin really is, how it works, and why it might just change money forever. So stick around because you do not want to miss this. So, what exactly is Bitcoin? Imagine you're in a small town where people trade chocolate bars instead of dollars. You want a bike? That'll be 10 chocolate bars. Simple, right? No need for banks, no need for middlemen. Just trade and go. Well, Bitcoin works the same way, but instead of chocolate bars, it's 100% digital. And no, you can't eat it when you're hungry. Bitcoin is a digital currency, completely virtual. Think of it like the money in your bank account, but without any physical form. But here's the catch. Unlike traditional money, which is controlled by banks and governments, Bitcoin is decentralized. That's just a fancy way of saying no one's the boss. Instead of a central authority managing it, Bitcoin is maintained by a network of computers all over the world. This means that Bitcoin transactions happen directly between people. No banks, no fees, no delays. Think of it like handing cash to a friend but doing it online. Fast, cheap, and private. Let's say you want to send money to a friend in another country. Normally, a bank might charge you fees, take days, and require a ton of paperwork. With Bitcoin, you send it instantly with just a click. Let's talk about traditional money. Dollars, euros, and other currencies are controlled by central authorities, governments, and central banks. They decide how much money to print and how the financial system works. But here's the problem. What if they print too much? Inflation goes crazy, and your money becomes less valuable. Bitcoin is different. It has no central authority. No one controls it. Because of this, Bitcoin can't be shut down, censored, or manipulated. Imagine if your bank's servers went down. You'd be locked out of your own money. But with Bitcoin, it's distributed across thousands of computers. There's no single point of failure. This means you have true control over your own money anytime, anywhere. Oh, and here's the fun part. Every single Bitcoin transaction is recorded on a digital ledger called the blockchain. Think of it like a town ledger where every trade is written down so no one can cheat the system. But here's the crazy part. Instead of just one copy, every person in town gets their own live, updated version. That's the blockchain, a public, transparent ledger that makes Bitcoin secure and reliable. But wait, it gets even better. These transactions aren't just floating around randomly. They're grouped together into blocks. And then each block is chained together in order, creating a permanent, unchangeable record of all Bitcoin activity. Imagine a giant book where every page is locked in place forever. Once a transaction is added, it can't be erased or changed. That is what makes Bitcoin trustworthy, transparent, and virtually impossible to hack. Now, how does Bitcoin stay secure? The blockchain is powered by something called cryptography. Sounds complicated? Don't worry, I got you. Cryptography is basically the art of encoding and decoding information. Think of it like a super secure lock that ensures transactions cannot be altered, ever. Imagine this. You write down a trade in a book, then lock that book inside a vault. But wait, every few minutes, the vault changes its combination automatically. That's exactly how Bitcoin stays safe and hack-proof. Every transaction is locked with an extremely complex code that is impossible to crack. Hackers? Forget about it. Because once a transaction is recorded, it's permanent. No one can change it, fake it, or delete it. That's why Bitcoin is one of the most secure digital assets ever created. But how do new Bitcoins come into existence? That's where mining comes in. And no, not with pickaxes and shovels. Bitcoin mining happens digitally. Imagine a massive game where computers compete to guess a secret number between 1 and 10 billion. The first computer to guess it right gets to add a new block of transactions to the blockchain and is rewarded with freshly minted Bitcoin. This process keeps Bitcoin running smoothly and secure. But here's the catch. It's hard. Like remembering all your old passwords. Hard. The more people mining, the tougher the puzzles get. This is called difficulty adjustment, ensuring that Bitcoins are created at a steady, predictable rate. Oh, and mining isn't free. It burns massive amounts of electricity, as much as some small countries. That's why Bitcoin mining is sometimes controversial. But because Bitcoin is decentralized and protected by cryptography, it's nearly impossible to hack. And since every transaction is recorded on a public ledger, Bitcoin is totally transparent and auditable. This is what makes Bitcoin truly revolutionary. Let's dive into why so many believe Bitcoin is the future of money, and why it's often called sound money. Sound money means money that holds its value, money that can't be easily manipulated, inflated, or destroyed. For centuries, gold has been the ultimate form of sound money, rare, durable, and impossible to simply create out of thin air. But now, we have something even more powerful, Bitcoin. Let's break down why it has the power to transform the way we think about money. Limited supply, true scarcity. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. That's it, forever. Just like gold, Bitcoin is rare, and this scarcity is what makes it valuable. Now compare that to fiat money, dollars, euros, or yen. Governments and central banks can print trillions at the push of a button, making your money worth less every single day. Imagine working your whole life, saving diligently, only to see your purchasing power drain away because more money was printed. But Bitcoin, it's the antidote to this endless money printing. Decentralization, true freedom. With fiat currencies, a central bank decides how much money is in circulation. They control it, they manipulate it, and sometimes they get it very wrong. But Bitcoin? No single person, no government, no corporation controls it. It belongs to everyone and operates on a trustless global network. No one can just change the rules to benefit themselves. This is money for the people. Durability and portability. Money without boundaries. Imagine your entire life savings in physical cash. A fire, flood, or disaster could wipe it out in seconds. Or worse, a corrupt government could seize your bank account overnight. But Bitcoin? It exists digitally. It can't be destroyed. It can't be confiscated. It is your money forever. And what about sending money? Try moving $1 million overseas with a bank. Good luck. You'll face high fees, endless paperwork, and weeks of delays. With Bitcoin, you can send millions anywhere in the world in minutes for pennies. That is financial power. Divisibility, accessible to everyone. Unlike gold, which is hard to divide, Bitcoin is ultra-divisible. 1 Bitcoin equals 100 million Satoshis. That means you don't need to buy an entire Bitcoin. You can own just $1 worth. Want to buy a cup of coffee? 5,000 Satoshis. Want to buy a car? 5 million Satoshis. Want to store your wealth for generations? 50 million Satoshis. Bitcoin makes transactions seamless, no matter how big or small. And the best part? It's inflation-proof. Think about it. Remember when a soda cost $1? Now it's $3. Why? Because governments keep printing money, making the dollars in your pocket worth less every year. Some people use Bitcoin as a hedge against collapsing economies. In countries where the local currency is losing value fast, where banks are limiting withdrawals, and where people's savings are disappearing overnight, Bitcoin can be a way to protect wealth. It's like a digital safe haven. But it's not perfect. Bitcoin's price? One day it's soaring. The next day, bam, it's crashing. And let's be real, you're probably not buying groceries with Bitcoin just yet. Most stores still don't accept it. But here's the thing. Every new technology starts with skepticism. Cars, the internet, even credit cards. People thought they'd never catch on. Now, we can't live without them. So, will Bitcoin be the future of money? Only time will tell. Alright, quick detour. Let's talk about Bitcoin wallets. If you own Bitcoin, you need a special wallet to store it. But don't think of it like a leather wallet for cash. It's digital. Think of it like a personal vault for your Bitcoin, where only you have the key. But here's the thing. Not all wallets are the same. Hot wallets. Fast and convenient. These are connected to the internet. You can access your Bitcoin anytime, anywhere, on your phone, computer, or online platform. They're great for everyday use. Want to buy something with Bitcoin? Want to trade? Boom! Instant access. But watch out. Since they're online, they're also easier to hack. If someone gets your password, your Bitcoin could be gone forever. Cold wallets. Ultra secure. Cold wallets are offline. They're like a safe that no hacker can reach because it's not connected to the internet. These are the safest way to store Bitcoin long-term. Some people keep them on special devices like USB sticks, or even write down their keys on paper. Imagine keeping your cash in a bank vault instead of carrying it around in your pocket. That's what a cold wallet is like. Super secure, but less convenient. So, which one should you use? If you want speed and convenience, go with a hot wallet. If you want max security, go with a cold wallet. Many people use both. Keep some Bitcoin in a hot wallet for easy access and store the rest in a cold wallet for safety. Because at the end of the day, your Bitcoin equals your responsibility. Keep it safe. Bitcoin is the wild west of investing. It's high risk, high reward, and not for the faint of heart. One day, skyrocketing, the next, plummeting. But here's the thing. Some people believe it's the future of money. Others, they say it's a bubble waiting to burst. So, should you invest? Rule number 1. Do your own research. Don't just jump in because of hype. Understand what you're investing in. Bitcoin isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a technology that's changing money itself. Rule number 2. Start small. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Bitcoin is volatile. If the price crashes, will you be okay? If the answer is no, then be careful. Rule number 3. Think long-term. Bitcoin's future is uncertain. Some believe it could be worth millions one day. Others say it could go to zero. But one thing is clear. Bitcoin has already changed the game. Whether you invest or not, the way we think about money and finance will never be the same again. Big risk, big reward, big questions. What will you do? Thank you for watching. If you want to know why the government just can't stop printing more and more money, watch this video.